If you're only watching HBAR's price, you are literally being set up by Wall Street to miss the single biggest pump of the cycle. And look, this isn't some conspiracy theory. This is a deliberate strategy, and it's happening right now, right under our noses.
You see, while pretty much everyone else is glued to these pointless, choppy price charts, the real smart money, they're quietly scooping up everything they can. And here's the twist. While that price chart looks like it's going absolutely nowhere, the on-chain data is screaming explosive growth. So in this breakdown, we're going to pull back that curtain. I'm going to show you the hard proof, the stuff they really don't want you to see.
Okay, look at this. This right here, this is their entire playbook laid bare. On the left, you've got their little distraction, that messy price chart. It's designed to do one thing, bore you, frustrate you, and make you give up and sell. But on the right, that's the reality. That's the fundamental explosion that's actually happening behind the scenes. This is the real signal you need to be watching. All right, let's kick things off with part one, the Wall Street distraction, how this price chart is literally designed to mislead you. So let's really break down the game they're playing, okay? This choppy, messy price action, it is anything but random. It's what we call engineered market noise, and its sole purpose is to shake you, the retail investor, out of your position, while the big institutional players get ready for their next move, all in complete secrecy.
And this quote just confirms it. You need to understand, this isn't just markets ups and downs. No, it's a calculated, deliberate effort to hide what's really going on, a furious institutional build-out. They are literally banking on you getting bored. They want you to get frustrated. They want you to sell your HBAR right back to them right before the whole thing takes off.
Okay, enough about their games. Let's move on. Part 2. The developer explosion. This is the hard data Wall Street can't hide. So let's completely turn away from their little distraction and look at the undeniable truth. We're talking hard data, the on-chain metrics that, no matter how hard they try, Wall Street simply cannot hide.
And boom, here it is, the first piece of evidence they can't just brush under the rug. 178%. That's the increase in new account creation just last quarter. Now let me be clear, this is not your average retail FOMO. No way. This is the footprint of a massive underlying expansion. This is developers, this is enterprises building real things at a massive scale.
And all that growth, well, it's led to this. Hedera now has the third largest pool of core developers in the entire crypto space. Think about that for a second. You just don't attract that level of talent, that kind of brain power, unless something very, very serious is happening. It means one thing is absolutely true. Real enterprise-grade applications are being built on this network as we speak. All right, so now for part 3. Institutions are building, following the smart money into Hedera DeFi. So we've seen the data. We know something's happening. But now it's time to follow the money. Let's find out who is behind all this growth. Who are the specific institutions that are pouring capital into the Hedera ecosystem? And let me tell you, these guys, they're not building the next dog-themed meme coin. They are building the actual plumbing, the rails for serious global financial infrastructure. I mean, we're talking about wrapped Bitcoin launching right on Hedera. We've got cSigma Finance bringing real-world asset yields into the DeFi space. These products, they're not for retail gamblers. They are built for one reason and one reason only, to attract huge, high-value institutional capital. Okay, so moving into Section 4, the real-world asset endgame, the multi-step plan for market dominance. Look, everything we've talked about so far, that's just the groundwork. It's just setting the stage for the real prize, the true endgame of this entire institutional project, and that is the tokenization of real-world assets. That is the multi-trillion-dollar prize they are all positioning themselves for. And here it is, their entire playbook broken down step by step for you. Step 1, tokenize real stocks, the big boys like Apple and Tesla. Step 2, launch stable token testnets. By the way, they're already doing this with a state-backed fund out of Wyoming. Step 3, get a spot on a key institutional index, something like the Coinbase 50. And the final step, the checkmate move. Position the entire network to suck in massive ETF inflows. It's not random. It's a clear, methodical plan for absolute market dominance. And this right here, this is the ultimate signal. HBAR getting re-added to the Coinbase 50 index, that is not a random coincidence. It's a massive green light. It's a flare in the dark showing that HBAR is being positioned for long-term accumulation by the biggest funds out there. And the end goal is crystal clear, inclusion in future crypto ETFs. They are lining up all the dominoes, one by one. Which brings us to our last section, number 5. Your final warning, the window to act is closing. And I really need you to listen to me here. This is it. This is your final warning. The window of opportunity to actually do something with this information before it's all over the news and the price has already shot up, that window is closing, and it's closing fast.
Let me be as direct as I possibly can. The pump is coming. It's not a question of if, but when. But it's not going to be fueled by a bunch of retail hype. No, it's going to be driven by that explosive on-chain development we just talked about and the institutional lock-in of HBAR supply. So the only question left is, will you be in position before this thing ignites? Do not get left behind.
Look, if you want to stay ahead of this thing, you have to secure your information advantage, and you have to do it right now. So, what do? First, you smash that subscribe button for Crypto Global News. Second, you hit that bell so you do not miss the next critical signal we drop. And third, especially for our viewers in the US, you need to join our uncensored Telegram. That's where we share the alpha that we just can't talk about here.
Seriously, grab your phone right now. Don't wait. Scan the QR code you see on the screen or click the link right there in the description and join our exclusive Telegram group this second. This is where you will get the real-time updates first before anyone else.
So there it is. HBAR's fuse is lit. The institutional build-out is undeniable. The only question left is, who's going to be the one to strike the match first? And while you're thinking about that, if you want to see another fuse that's already burning down, I've mapped out the exact timeline for the XRP explosion. And it's in this breakdown right here on your screen. Click it. I'll see you there.
Stay ahead in the crypto market. Subscribe now for the latest global news and updates.